Hello my dear friends, welcome to Java programming playlist. In the previous video we have seen the concept of inheritance. In this video we are going to see the types of inheritance in Java programming. So here let us first list down the different types of inheritance possible in Java programming. So basically there are three types of inheritance possible in Java programming: single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. So we'll see each of them one by one with an example, starting with single inheritance. Let us see the definition of single inheritance. When a class inherits another class, it is known as a single inheritance. In the example given, a dog class inherits the animal class. So there is the single inheritance implemented in this example. Single inheritance is nothing but we have one class, we have another class, and the second class derives the first class. That is it. Okay, very simple thing. Let us look at an example for single inheritance. So there is a class animal which have a method eat, which is having a return type void, that means it is returning nothing. And in this method eat, we are just printing a text which is eating. Then we have this class dog which extends animal. In that we have a method bark. In that method we are just printing barking. So there is this class animal which is extended into a class dog. So here my animal is a superclass and my class dog is a subclass. That is, this is the parent class or child class. Then we have a class test inheritance. That means this class is intentionally created to test whether inheritance is working perfectly or not. In that we have public static void main. So we are creating an object D of the class dog. So here is this class dog and we are creating an object D in that using a default constructor. So this constructor we have seen in the one of the previous video. So if you have not seen, you may go to that video and see to it. So we are using this new keyword and the default constructor. Then we are writing D dot bark. That means this class dog is the object D and D dot bark, that means we are calling this bark method. So when we call this bark method, what is expected is this message barking will be printed. Then with the object D, we are calling this eat method. But if you look at this dog class, my dear friends, there is no eat method here. But we have an eat method in the animal class. So since dog class has extended the animal class, this eat method will be available with the dog class also. So object created for the dog class can call up this methods as well. So here when we write this d.eat, it will call this eat method which is in the animal class and it is expected to print this message eating. Now let us see what is the output of this program if we compile and execute it. So here first it will print barking because first method called is bark, and then it will print eating because the next method called is eat, and eat method is having a print statement for the text eating. So this is all about single inheritance. Now let us see multi-level inheritance. So first let us define what is multi-level inheritance. When there is a chain of inheritance, it is known as a multi-level inheritance. That means there is class which is extending some another class, and this class is again extended by some other class, and so on. So as you can see in the example given below, there is a class baby dog which inherits the dog class, which again inherits the animal class. So there are total three classes: animal, dog, and baby dog. Baby dog extends dog, and dog extends animal. So there is a multi-level inheritance. So here we can see this. There is a class animal which is having a method eat. Then there is a class dog which extends animal which is having a method bark. In that we are printing barking. Then there is this third class which is baby dog which extends dog, and in that we have a method weep, and in that we are printing weeping. But since dog class extends animal class, so eat is available in dog also. So now dog have two methods, eat and bark, and baby dog extends dog. So these two methods eat and bark will be available in baby dog along with the method weep. Now to test this multi-level inheritance, we have created another class test inheritance 2. Then we have public static void main, and we have created an object D for the class baby dog. And now we are calling this method weep with the object D of the class baby dog. So D dot weep, it will call this weep, and what is expected is it will print weeping. Then D dot bark, because bark is there in the dog class and dog is extended in baby dog, so bark will be available in the baby dog as well. So what is this method will do? It will print this statement barking. Then we are calling this method eat. Eat is there with the animal class, but that is extended with the dog class, and dog class is extended to baby dog class. So eat is available in the baby dog class. So eating will be printed when this statement is executed. So let us see what is the output of this. So output should be weeping, bark and eating. So weeping, barking and eating. So this is the order in which. So here we can see that this is multi-level inheritance. Now my dear friends, the multi-level inheritance is not restricted to 2 levels. It can go to n levels. That means you can have class A extending B, then B extending C, C extending D, D extending E, and so on. Okay, so we can have n level of multiple inheritance in Java programming. So that is multi-level inheritance. Next was the hierarchical inheritance. So let us see the definition of hierarchical inheritance. When 2 or more classes inherits a single class, it is known as hierarchical inheritance. In the example given below, dog and cat are the classes which inherits animal class. So there is hierarchical inheritance. That means there is a class animal and multiple classes. In this example, there are 2 classes which is extending animal, but there can be again n number of classes extending one single class. So here is the example for this. The class animal which is having the method eat, and dog extends animal which is having the method bark. So eat is available in dog class as well. Then there is another class cat which extends animal. So eat in animal will now be available in cat also, along with the method this meow, and in method meow it is printing meowing. Now we have a test inheritance class to test whether this is working perfectly fine or not. So we have a created object C of the class cat, then C dot meow. So cat class meow method, it will print meowing. Then we write C dot eat. C dot eat, eat is in the animal, but cat extends animal. So this eat is available in cat also. So if we write this C dot eat, it will print eating. But if we write C dot bark, this will give me a compile time error, because bark is in the dog class. So, and dog and cat have no relation of inheritance here. Therefore, this bark method which is in the dog class is not available in cat class. So if we write C dot bark, then it will give us compile time error. Similarly, if we create an object of dog class and we write dog.meow, it will give us a compile time error because meow method is not in the dog class and neither it is in the parent class or the super class of the dog class. Now if we write this program with removing this statement or either commenting it, it will compile successfully and it will give us the output with respect to this two method call only. So first will be, it will print meowing with c.meow and c.eat will print eating. So I hope that this is clear, my dear friends. The question can be whether multiple inheritance is possible in Java programming or not. So if we talk about classes, then multiple inheritance, that means one class extending more than one class is not possible in Java. Okay, so a class extending more than one class is not possible in Java. Therefore, multiple inheritance with respect to extending, that is classes, is not possible. But yes, multiple inheritance is possible with the concept of interface that we will see in detail when we will see the topic of interface in the Java programming playlist. Thank you for watching this video, my dear friends. Stay tuned for more videos on Java programming. Thank you, my dear friends.